Hi everybody, it's Norma, and it's hard to believe it's that time of month again. It's time for a What I Am Burning Now video, and I mean, I swear I just did this the other day, but I was really late in doing my December video, so yeah, it's almost mid-January, and it's time again. So my goal this month was to try to simplify, not quite have so many candles as I had going, during the holidays, and try to go with, lighter scents after, the heavy pine and scents for the holidays. Although I didn't really find the scents that I happened to pick last month, I didn't really have any heavy scents going. So, it's just a theory. You think that the holidays are, full and rich, and then when January comes, you want to move on to either something lighter or warm and cozy. So I kind of did a combination of both. So in my bathroom, where I always start, I have a Yankee Candle jar in lavender vanilla. And I don't know what year this was. It's either 2013 or 2014. It's been a really slow burner. It's taken hours and hours to pool. And I really am not getting much of a scent throw until it does pull out completely. And then the throw is light. I mean, it's there, it's detectable, but it's not a medium, it's not a strong by any means. And I'm in a bathroom. It does kind of filter out into the bedroom when it throws, but like I said, it's really light. And so I'm disappointed because, lavender vanilla has always been one of my favorites. And a lot of times I have to have 2 or 3 of them going, or I have to have a large jar with a tart going to actually be able to smell it recently, which is really quite a shame. So I am going to mention that I have a couple centerpieces. Well, I have 1, 2, 3 centerpieces going and 1 tart warmer, which I'm probably not going to show you in the video because I always forget. But I just wanted to mention, because I do have a lot of lighter scents going right now. Yesterday, it was like really warm for January. I mean, I think we might have hit 50 degrees. It was like 49, 50 degrees. And it felt like spring. So I end up putting in my warmers one of my very favorite melt combinations, which is thanks to Melanie, who is Mr. Kong's mom. She has a YouTube channel, Mr. Kong's Mom. Check it out if you haven't already. We call it the Melanie, and it's supposed to be a dupe for Bath & Body Works Pink Petal Tea Cake, which came out, I guess it was 2 or 3 years ago. It was before I started doing Bath & Body Works. And basically it is Better Homes and Gardens Vanilla Cookie Crunch and Sensational's Blushing Pink Petals. So throughout my house, I have that scent combination going, and it is just lovely. So over here on my dresser, this is one of the new Hurricanes that I picked up at White Barn, and this is in pink. And I'm going to see if I can try to get a better picture of it for you guys. Maybe change the lighting a little bit. Okay, I ended up turning on the lights. I really wish I had a dimmer switch in this room. It'd be so helpful for these videos. Anyway, this is one of the Mercury Glass ones that I picked up at White Barn after, during the semi-annual sale. It's pink. And inside, I have a Kringle candle. This is a discontinued, both style and fragrance. This is the Provence, which was a fragrance that was developed by Mick Kittredge, who is the father of Mick Kittredge Jr., and Mick Kittredge Sr. was the original founder of Yankee Candle. And I just love this scent. I wish they would bring it back. It's like a lavender with citrus, and it's a good thrower. I mean, it's just been, it was one of my first Kringle candles. It was one of my favorites, and I'm sorry they discontinued it. And then in these Pure Radiance holders, I have Luminara candles. So let's turn the lights back off so you can get the glow effect. And on my other dresser, I have in my lanterns, I have I bought 3 in pink of these mercury glasses. So I have a Pure Radiance in, what is this? The Lavender Chiffon. And this has been doing pretty well. It does have a crackle, which I don't know if you can hear it because it's kind of being outshadowed by this one. This is one of the wood wicks. Oh gosh, look at that smoke shooting out. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Oh, these are one of those wood wick candles that I did a video on. They had these very cute like pie plates, you know, with all these different wonderful bakery type scents. And I picked up a couple of them and reviewed them, and I'm not that impressed with them. I love the sound of the crackle. It's like really loud. You know, for someone like me who doesn't have a fireplace, this is about as good as I can get as far as that crackling noise, because it's really loud. But they burn really, really fast. I mean, they burn faster than a Bath & Body Works 3-wick. And this candle's almost done, and I burnt it like 3 times over a day and a half, and then I burnt it today for a few hours, and then now, I mean, it's almost done. But look at that. Look at that. I hope it's not creating so. It's not black, it's white, but that's crazy. I've never seen anything like that. The scent itself this is the Lavender Chiffon, no, the Lavender Macaron. I mean, I'm just not crazy about it, to tell you the truth. It's just, I mean, I definitely get the lavender sometimes, once in a while, but mostly I could get kind of like a burnt sugar type of smell. Yeah, I wouldn't get it again. And then on the other side, I have, you know, the same thing going. I have in the Hurricane another Pure Radiance in Lavender Chiffon. This one's pulled out, and you can definitely hear it, but the other one is kind of out crackling it right now. And even though I have this, you know, in the Hurricane and in the lantern, I can still smell the 2 Lavender Chiffon Pure Radiance. I kind of need 2 of them going though, and it's a subtle, very light smell. But for a bedroom, I don't want something that's super strong. I like to keep things a little bit softer, a little bit more relaxing. And then once again, this is my lamp in the hallway, my quatrefoil lamp. And I just have the Luminara candle going in here. I really like just having those candles in there because, you know, this has like no, you know, way to trap soot or anything like that. So this, I had like a candle with a Lumilid on it. You know, I just kind of basically have an open flame here. And so as this is a spot that I don't frequent often, I do like having the Luminara candle in there, and I just think it looks beautiful. And then Mambo is following me around because he knows it's video time. What, you almost fell off, Mambo? You gonna pose? You gonna pose? You gonna pose and show everybody how you're king? He likes to sit on this. This is a scratching post. And he likes to sit on there like a statue and survey his domain. You gonna show everybody? Okay, so now we move on into my computer room, and I did keep out, you know, some of the accessories that I had going during the holidays because I think they're just a little bit more winter themed versus Christmas theme. And so one of them was the Fairy Frost lantern, which is, look how beautiful that is. I do have a white candle in there right now. I have the Root Madagascar Vanilla, and you know, as you guys may know, I've not been having a lot of great luck with the Root candles, but basically those are ones that I purchased from HomeGoods. So this is one that I did purchase off of their website, and I have to say it is burning a lot better. And the scent itself, Mambo, the scent itself is really delicious. And it's kind of funny because it almost reminds me, oh, it's off-centered here. It almost reminds me of cinnamon sugar donut from Bath and Body Works. Even though it doesn't have a fried donut smell and it's not supposed to have any cinnamon in it, there's something, maybe it's the vanilla base, something about it reminds me of that scent. But, and it also reminds me of, I don't have it, I didn't buy the candle, but I had it in my cart and I sniffed it many a time. There's that Milk House candle that's like oatmeal something, but basically it smells like almonds. It's supposed to be like an almond cherry type scent, I think. I don't know why they call it oatmeal. There's a note in here that reminds me of that candle too. And I can't remember the notes in here, but I don't think it had almond. And I'm pretty sure it didn't have cinnamon donut. But for some reason, this candle reminds me of those two candles. You know, there's some kind of base note that's similar. And it is doing a lot better. It does pull out, but it does take a long time. It's definitely a slow burner, which I don't mind, you know, as long as it doesn't go any slower than my Yankee. So, and the white color does look beautiful. Now, as far as the throw, I'm not really getting much throw, and typically in my computer room, I get the best throw out of any place in my house. So that's disappointing. And then over here in the snowflake holder, this is last year's version. I have a jar of Goose Creek peanut butter sugar, which needs no more explanation. Love it. So over here in my computer room, I do have another Snowflake Hurricane, and I just love this Hurricane. I actually picked this up during the semi-annual sale, not last winter. I didn't buy it then because I didn't think I was going to like it because I had gotten the big Snowflake. But I didn't think I was going to like this pattern, and I'm going to see if I can move it around for you. But I really do love it. I just think it's so beautiful. And when it was still available during the summer semi-annual sale, I snagged a couple. And I'm really glad I did because I just think it's beautiful and I love it. I do believe some people found something very similar just recently during this holiday season at Target. I think it was Target. So if you happen to come across these, you know, or something similar, snag it because they're just beautiful. And inside I had, oh, I must have lost a wick when I was moving the candle around. A second jar of peanut butter sugar because one just is never enough. Okay, then in my hall bathroom, I have another one of these Mercury glasses that I got from White Barn. Now, I showed you the pink ones. This is the purple one. And I know a lot of people really like the purple one. And I did too when you see them, you know, just in the broad daylight with a cold, you know, cold, harsh light on them. But I actually do prefer the pink ones. Because this one illuminates, it's a little bit darker. Where the pink ones sets off a more like a rosy glow. Let's just see if I can do a comparison. This is the purple. And this is the pink. Well, I guess it's not a really good comparison because the candle I have in here right now has a very dark label. It's a Kringle, but it's like the old winter light, so it's like a purple and black plaid. See, this is the candle I had in there. So that is, I put the Luminara candle in there. So I guess it's just a personal preference as to whether you like the pink or the purple, but they're both beautiful. Let's not kid yourself. Okay, so this is the purple again. And inside it, I have one of my favorite candles, of course, Yankee Candles Fresh Cut Roses, which, you know, is lighter than it used to be. I will not lie. But once it pulls out, it does do its job in the bathroom. And apparently Fresh Cut Roses is coming back this year, or at least it's going to still be available online. So I'm happy about that. I hope they work on, you know, putting more oils in it so it throws better like it used to. But I've been kind of afraid to burn mine because I didn't know how long it was going to be around. But since it's going to be around for a while, I'm going to burn them. And I will probably have to burn multiples so I can smell it as much as I would like to. So hopefully the Tartes and the votives will be available too, because it is one of my very, very favorite scents from Yankee. Then over here I have my Fairy Frost Lantern, and inside I have a votive of Fresh Cut Roses. And yeah, you know, basically votives are a one-wick candle, and you gotta treat them as such, otherwise they will tunnel on you. Then over here on my stove, I actually have dinner cooking, but I have a Crossroads candle. This is in the scent Cinnamon Bun. And I'm burning this basically because someone had mentioned in my Facebook group that they didn't think the Crossroad candles stored very well. I remember these, I bought my Crossroads when they had a online sale that was specific for a candle group. I think they were like 40% off, maybe it was 50, I think they were 40% off. And they're hand poured, so I don't know if that's the reason why there were, you know, some throw issues, whatever, but I haven't had really good luck with them. This smells like the cinnamon bun actually kind of reminds me of Red Hot Cinnamon. It doesn't really smell like a cinnamon bun, like a bakery type scent. I get mostly the Red Hot Cinnamon, but of course I have it on my stove in the dead zone, so it's not throwing. Burn wise, I mean, I just started it this morning and it pulled out great. You know, it's not a super fast burn, but it's not super slow either. It's kind of a medium burn, so that's good. But we'll have to see how it does. Okay, then over here on my kitchen counter, I put my hurricanes last month because I just had no place to put them. Uh-oh. Cha-Cha, you okay? Mambo? All right, look at them. Acting innocent. Okay, I thought they were going to get into a fight, but they thought better of it. So in here, I have Yankee Candles Buttercream. And, you know, burn-wise, it's been doing fairly well. You know, during the week I don't have as much time to give things a long burn, but it's been pulling out fairly quickly. I would say I can get a pretty decent pull going in a little bit over 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. Right now this candle's been going only for like about 2 hours, so you know, it hasn't been doing too bad as far as the burn. Scent throw, can't smell it. Can't smell it, people. Same as over here, I have French Vanilla. It's been actually burning pretty good, but I can't smell it either. I mean, on the cold, both of these are beautiful scents. I tend to like buttercream a little bit more because it's more like buttercream frosting. But the French Vanilla is really, really good too. It reminds me a little bit of Kringle's Vanilla Cone. Similar, not the same, but similar. But I can't smell it. There's no throw. Okay, then over here, I have basically Luminara candles on the tall pillar holders. I talked about these pillar holders in another video. The ones with the leaf, I got from my brother. They were a Christmas present. I just think they're really beautiful. And this is the Northwood Pine holder. And I have the elusive Twilight Silhouette jar holder with a Luminara candle in there. And then I'm really disappointed with these votives. These are battery operated. They're wax, and I cannot remember the name of the brand of them, but they're beautiful when I first turn them on. You know, put a fresh battery in them and turn them on, and they're beautiful. But they burn out the batteries really quick. I mean, you can hardly see them now. You can barely see the glow. And I've only had them for 2 weeks. You know, I did put them on the automatic timer because I liked them to be on when I came home from work, and then they stay on for like 5 hours. So maybe I should have just, you know, turned them on when I get home. But, you know, there's 10 of them. That's 10 switches I got to do. But yeah, 2 weeks to me for battery life is just not acceptable because those batteries aren't cheap. So I don't know what I'm going to do because, you know, I'm trying to cut down on my maintenance, and I used to have this cabinet over by in front of my sink, but I moved it to this wall, and the furnace blows the air directly like through here. So you can see, like if I take this aluminum lid off here, can you see it? I mean, the flame really dances around, so the votives just like dance around like crazy. At least, you know, this is down a little bit, so it's not so crazy, but yeah, so I really didn't want to have the votives here, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But anyway, in this pine cone holder that we are dubbing the Susan Pine Cone for Susan D, who has a YouTube channel, is in my Facebook group, and I love her. I wish she'd do more videos. I have, this is, I picked this up from Home Goods during the summer. It's the writing jar version of Campfire Treats. I think it's called Golden Marshmallow. And basically I put it in here as an experiment to see how the pine cone works. Been pulling out pretty good. You know, it needs probably another couple hours. But I can't smell it. I can't smell it. Not a zip. Then in my pine cones, I have tea lights in buttercream. Got 2 of those going. And I think I mentioned to you in my other video that my nephew made that wreath. Isn't that amazing? And then over on the wall, I have my wall sconce, and I have tea lights in Colonial Candle Vanilla Vetiver, and I'm like really scared because I had mentioned once before that these tea lights are like crazy with the flame. You know, I don't know if you guys can get a good look at that. But, you know, that's almost right to the ceiling, and those flames are really high, and when I lit them I could see like a little bit of soot shooting out. So I'm afraid I'm going to have a black spot there in the morning, but gosh, it does look pretty. I mean, it's for those of you who like a really bright high flame. I've never seen tea lights that burn quite so brightly before. They look beautiful. I'm just a little bit worried about the soot. Then over here, before I forget, this is the snowflake holder that I got from the White Barn. I have, I lost a wick. Hang on. I have to say, that's the problem with these 2 and 3 wick candles. I never had a problem with Yankees with losing a wick. But anyway, this is Colonial Candle. This is in the scent Tobacco and Honey, which I did do a review on early last year. And it's doing pretty good. Look at that. It's got a nice wax pull going. Other than that wick extinguishing itself. Probably because I cut it too short. I've had no issues with this whatsoever. It pulls out really quickly. I would say in less than 2 hours, probably like an hour and a half. You know, I have this in the large room, so, you know, the throw, I have 2 of them going. I have one on the other side, which I'll show you in a second. So it scents this side of the room, but not really the other side of the room. But when I'm standing in my kitchen, I can smell it because the furnace is behind me and it blows all the scent that way. So I can smell it, but it's, when I first reviewed this, I had it in my computer room and I had just 1 going, and 1 filled the entire room. But in this larger room with 2, I would say it's light. Yeah, light, leaning toward medium, but not quite medium with 2. And as you can see, this is my other one. This one has no wick issues. It's got a beautiful, beautiful pool on it. I just love the color of the wax. That golden orange color is just so beautiful when it's burning. I don't know why they retired this one, but they did. Maybe they'll bring it back. They did bring back the Southern Tea as the ice sweet tea, and it actually is a very similar wax color too, which I think is just so beautiful when it's burning. You know, I love the white wax, it's my favorite. And then my second favorite would be like, you know, this golden orange or like a peach color wax, and then like a yellow. I just think those are beautiful, beautiful colors of wax when they're burning. And then you have the light blue and everything. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Isn't that beautiful? Then over here in my baker's rack, I don't have much going because I moved it, and like I said, I'm having airflow because the furnace is right here. You can probably hear it. So it's like blowing all the air. So I've kind of had to change how I burn over here. So I have my snowman. I did, you know, undress him. He's naked now. And I have a milk cup going in. What do I have going in here? Christmas cookie, I believe. And then just Luminara candles. And you guys can't see that. I have the China Mosaic plate going with a votive holder, and then just one of the, I forget what this collection is called. And these votives are really, really struggling. The votives are Colonial Candle Vanilla Vetiver, which are the same tea lights that I have. Tea lights burning bright and strong. Votives Major Puny Wick Syndrome. And then I have the same thing going on in here. Puny Wick Syndrome. Luminara. But I love this set. This China Mosaic, I love the tray. I didn't get the hurricane holder, the large jar holder, which I'm sad about, but I'm really super happy that I was able to snag the trays. Okay, then on my dining room table, I have just a real simple Yankee Candle Pure Radiance in the scent Alpine Chalet, which is kind of a new scent for me. It's kind of like a spice, like a nutmeg, Tai Chi type of scent. And I actually smelled a candle today, and I was like, oh my goodness, this reminds me of Alpine Chalet. And it was a candle I saw at Home Goods, and it was a writing jar called Quiet Sky. So I know I have a Quiet Sky somewhere in my stash, so I need to try to find it and compare it with the Alpine Chalet to see if that was just my imagination or if they really do smell similar. But it's been burning pretty good. It's hard to believe right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I just trimmed the wick on this, so it looks like it's struggling. But it has really been doing well and getting a nice deep wax pool. I'm disappointed it's not doing it right now, because I would have liked you guys to have seen the wax pool, because it looks really beautiful once it gets going. Okay, so then over here I have, this is the Snowflake Hurricane that I was talking about earlier. This is the one that I got from last year. Oh my goodness, I just love it. It's just like such a statement piece. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I do have a Luminara candle in there, and you can probably see it a little bit closer. There it goes. There it is. And then I have on another Northwood pillar holder stand. And then I decided to keep my Christmas trees out because I was, trying to go with more of a winter theme, and frankly, I just don't have room to stash away all my accessories, so I figured whatever I could leave out for now, I will. So out they are. I have Yankee Candle tea lights and cinnamon stick in there, simply because I just don't have any other tea lights unless they're florals. And then I have, this should be beautiful, but Yeah, it's that votive from Colonial Candle and Vanilla Vetiver. Just puny wick syndrome. So you cannot see the beauty of this snowflake. I want you to see it. It's really pretty when you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. But puny wick syndrome. And same votives, but these are new ones. So they start out nice and bright, and then they peter out. Got the Twilight Silhouette votive holders going. My other lamp with the Luminara. Okay, over here in my CD case, which is always a problem spot for me because it's very narrow. I have in the Nauset lanterns, I have Luminara candles going, and then in these, the Crackle Glass, I have Kringle Candle Cozy Cabin, which I originally had these where I have the tobacco and honey, but when I had them over there, I couldn't smell them, and so I put them over here, which is right next to where my couch is. It works so much better because this area, even though it's a very difficult area for me to candlescape, it actually throws really well because it's on the opposite side of where the furnace is. So for some reason, this spot, I get a decent throw. And so when I'm sitting, you know, in the evening, at night, watching TV or whatever, I can smell whatever I have burning here. So I have 2 cozy cabins, and I'm enjoying them quite a bit. And then, of course, in my Christmas tree, another tea light in cinnamon stick. And then last but not least, on my coffee table in my candelabra, the Shameful Colonial Candle votives. Look at that, every single one of them. Every single one of them has the puny wick syndrome. In my Twilight Silhouette, I have another Luminara candle. And then on my pillars, these are, what are these? These are the ones I just got. The small brown jar holders, which as you can see, there's nothing small about them. I have, what do I have? Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow, I think in both of them. And they're struggling. They are definitely struggling. This one's struggling more with the puny wick syndrome. So honestly, I don't know what it is with these wicks. Seems like you either get crazy strong wicks or puny wicks. It's just hard to get a candle to burn properly. I don't know. Anyway, I actually really am enjoying the setup right now. It's more simple than, you know, what I was doing during the holidays, but I still got a lot of stuff going on. I'm very happy with my Luminara candles because it's really cut down on the amount of maintenance I have. I just think they look gorgeous. And I'm hoping next year to pick up a few more. But they're expensive, so I need the right coupons and the right sale, that kind of thing going on. So I'm always keeping my eyes open for them. And I am really enjoying having all the candles going tonight. It's just so pretty, and it's very cozy because it's like finally January has kicked in, and it's cold and it's windy and it's snowing, and yeah, I'm glad I'm at home and I'm ready to have a little bit of dinner, watch some TV before I go back to work tomorrow. So I'm going to call it a night. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.